Hey, what's up? What's going on? I want to say hashtag missing DC girls. And we're going to be talking about The Challenge Invasion of the Champs, season 29, episode 9. And the champs and the underdogs are partying. They're having a costume party. It looks awesome. It looks like they're having a really good time. I would say Laura has the best costume, and I would say Ashley has the best costume as well because she's dressed up like a crazy person. And I like Darrell's costume as well. And then CT was dressed up like a crazy man with a knife stirring his drink. And Bananas looked weird. So, anyways, we're gonna get to Jenna and Carmilla. They go skinny dipping. They talk about their breast size. Jenna's a A cup and she can hold them with both hands, and Carmella's a D cup, and they bush boobies together, swish them together, and they talk about being in a nude. And Carmilla says the nude is the new end now. So then we move forward. Then we get Carmilla talking to Laura, and Laura's talking about how she has these feelings inside, and she feels like she's attracted to Nicole, and she's the first woman that she's ever been attracted to. This is the first time she ever had these feelings, and or this is something that she's being open about it, and she's really nervous about it because she doesn't want to be judged by society, and she definitely doesn't want her father to look down upon her. And but she wants to come out the closet, and she wants to take Nicole and eat her up, but she's reserved a little bit because she believes Nicole kind of likes Carla Marie. And when Nicole first came in the house, she's been flirting with Carla Marie. Remember, they was wrestling in the house, and Nicole was happy as fuck. So, anyways, um, so Laura's expressing her emotions and how she feels about this intimate detail of her life that is very hard for her to express because she usually doesn't express her feelings and she doesn't show her feelings. And I can agree, unless she's angry and she's mad and she wants to win a challenge, unless she's telling Zach, get the fuck up this mountain. But anyways, um, but Nicole is flirting with Carla Marie, and Laura's getting jealous and she's feeling like she's being played. She feels like there's been a game played with her head, and she's not feeling it at all. So, anyways, these guys are all out at a party. I think it's a bar or something, unless they set the house up really nice. Nicole is laying down and they're taking shots off of Nicole's body, but it's Carla Marie taking the shots off of Nicole's body, and Laura is in the corner looking, and CT's watching, and so is Banana, so they know what's going on because Laura's acting all emotional, and she's looking over there at Carla Marie and Nicole, and she's getting jealous, and she sees Carla Marie and Nicole dancing and having a good time, and she's jealous, she's heartbroken, she can't believe this, she's almost acting like she slept with Nicole. But anyways, Nicole starts to dance with Carla Marie and flirting all with her. And, Laura's sitting in the corner like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. No, this is not right. This is not fair. And Johnny Bananas is listening, so he knows what's going on. So is CT. And everybody else knows what's going on. So, after that happens, Laura gets angry and she gets upset. So, Nicole goes over there to try to talk to Laura, and Laura's like, oh no, finish flirting over there. Finish doing what you're doing over there. Leave me the hell alone, basically. Go over there. Because Laura does not want to feel like she's second best, because Laura has to be number one. And do you blame her? Like she's into winning and she's into conquering things. And right now she cannot conquer Nicole because Nicole is so busy flirting with Carla Marie in front of her fucking face. And she's like, what's going on? Why are you doing this to me, girl? And you know who's listening? Johnny Bananas. He's soaking up all this information because he's going to stir the pot. He's going to stir that pot. I almost took off my microphone. So anyways, we get back to the house, and Laura is taking her anger out on Amanda because Nicole has been dissing her, and Nicole has been all in Carla Marie's face. So Laura goes up to Nicole and say, "Hey, it was only a prank. We was only pranking you. It was you have to get used to this. It's only a joke. You don't have to be such a bitch." And then Laura towers, Amanda, and Amanda was like, "No, no, that's high school stuff. Why would you do that? My bed smelled like chips. That's all messed up." Of course it's messed up, and it's a prank or whatever. But when the prank took place, Laura was in a good mind, in a good sound space. But right now, as she's addressing Amanda, she's being rude and disrespectful, and plus she's drunk. So anyways, we know this is gonna lead to nothing nice. So Laura is all in her face, and then Bananas comes in because he knows why Laura's upset, because her girlfriend Nicole has been ignoring her all night. So Johnny steps into this argument where Nicole is arguing with Amanda, and Johnny Bananas is like, "You have to take it. We are the champs. You know what I mean? You have to get used to this. This is what we do. This is how it goes. So if you don't like it, that's up to you, but you can't take it personal. You have to just accept it." Basically. And Amanda's like, we need to have respect for each other. Where's the respect? And Amanda's like, "I used to have so much respect for you, Laura. You're the only champ I looked up to because the way you carry yourself, how determined, and how much power you had. And now you're picking on little old me. You just broke my heart, Laura. Why did you do that to me?" And so Amanda was like, "You know what? You're just a jealous old bitch." Basically, she was like, "You're just mad. And what are you gonna do after the show's over? Nothing." I think Amanda's a nurse, actually. So, anyways, then Carmilla jumps in, and then Banana says, "Oh no, hold up, wait a minute. The Carmillinator is coming. Camillinator is coming. That means she's gonna destroy." And so Camilla comes in and was like, "Fuck you, bitch. You ain't shit. I'll fuck you up." And then she's trying to fight her. She's trying to hit her. She's insulting her. She was like, "Well, you better get used to it and shut your fucking mouth up, you bitch." And then, Amanda was like, "I'm not scared of you girls. I'm not scared of none of you guys. Just leave me alone. You guys are just old, jealous hags. You're just jealous because we're young and we're pretty. You want to mess with the fresh, beautiful me because you guys are all worn out and played." She was like, "Camilla, you ain't nothing but a hoe. You haven't changed." Then Carmilla says to her, you're the same bitch from the last time I met you. You haven't changed, Camilla. You definitely have not changed. I thought you learned something with Tony, the way that you guys got kicked off. But no, Camilla's drunk as fuck, and she's like, "Fuck you, Amanda." Amanda's like, "You ain't nothing but an old whore. You sleep with everybody," because Camilla is sleeping with Corey now. Your pussy's dirty. You're a dirty old whore, basically. And then Amanda says to her, "Fuck you." And then security comes, the babysitters comes and break up Camilla. Camilla is just yelling at the camera, cussing, and then Laura's yelling. Then Laura finally goes somewhere. So then after that, it's the champs on the other side of the pool with Corey and Nicole, and it's Camilla, and it's Jenna, and it's Laura. And so on the other side, it's Amanda and Ashley. And so Ashley goes outside to smoke a cigarette, and then Amanda says to Ashley, "You don't have my back. Where were you?" And Ashley lies and says, "Oh, I was trying to move everybody from you. I was trying to break up all this stuff." But really, Ashley does not have Amanda's back, because Ashley was picked on the last episode, and I don't think Amanda was around. So Ashley don't want none of Banana. She don't want none of Laura. She doesn't want none of Camilla. She doesn't want none of that, because remember, Ashley was crying to go home or whatever. So she's trying to keep the peace, and then possibly she's trying to keep her head straight, because she already went at it with Hunter. You know what I mean? And Hunter really liked her. So I think she's just trying to stay on her P's and Q's, because last episode she was really whacked out. So anyways, Amanda was like, "You ain't got my back. Where were you?" or whatever. And then, Ashley lies and said, "Oh, I was trying to help you," whatever. And then so on the other side, they're talking and whatever. And but before they go to the pool, when Johnny Banana leaves Amanda's room, he high fives Nicole like, yeah, we stirred the pot, we did what we had to do. And it's like, Nicole, you shouldn't do that with your team. But Nicole, she's a force to be reckoned with, because you know what? She's tough. So anyways, so while Amanda and Ashley are outside smoking a cigarette, the other gang's on the other side of the pool, and Laura's saying something. Laura's saying, "You motherfucking little bitch," because Amanda and Ashley are ear hustling, trying to hear what they're saying about them, and she's hearing her name being brought up, so she's like, "What the fuck's going on?" So Amanda says, "Oh, what are you trying to do, you little tiny little bitch, you little tiny motherfucker," something like that. She says, Amanda says, "You are nothing but a big old hater, full of hate, you jealous old bitch," basically. And then it's just like, they're all drunk, they're drinking, and I guess they're stressed. And then you got Bananas there, he's gonna stir the pot. Nicole, she likes the drama. You got Camilla that's drunk. You got Laura that's heartbroken. So they're all ready to go, do something basically. And so while they're over there, Corey's over there with the underdogs and the champs, while Amanda and Ashley's on one side of the pool. Then Corey says to the gang, Bananas and CT, and Laura was standing over there, and then Camilla, that Corey says, Amanda lays in that bed all day and talks shit about everybody all day. Talk shit about, Camilla or Laura all day, whatever. And it's like, damn, Corey, why you dry snitching? Why you hating? I got respect for you, Corey. You're my ace boom coon, but why you dry snitching? And that's your teammate. Don't do that. You don't see the underdogs doing that. Don't try to get buddy with the champs, because at the end they're gonna hang you out to dry. So just keep your mouth closed, Corey. Man, I was disappointed when you did that. So anyways, and then Ashley, then after that, Ashley's just quiet. She's just sitting in a chair like, I don't want none of this or whatever. And then Banana says, Amanda thinks that she can go lay around here, lay bombs and lay grenades and start shit and stir the pot and all that bullshit, because she knows she's not going to be around to defend herself, because she's going to be eliminated or whatever. And then CT jumps in. So then CT says, don't we do that? Don't we all do that here? And then Banana says, but I'm more upfront with it. No, you're not, Bananas. You do it behind their back, because you took Ashley's toilet and threw it away. And then you stirred the pot with Jenna and what's his name? Jenna and Zach. And you wasn't upfront about it when Jenna was asking you what was going on. You was like, oh, I don't know what happened. Oh, Amanda stirred the pot. So yes, you are not upfront when you stir the pot. Only times that you are upfront when stirring the pot is when you really dislike the person, or they called you out and you're like, fuck it, I'm not gonna hide no more. So don't even go there, Bananas. And so then and so CT says if she's stirring the pot, if she's throwing grenades and laying bombs everywhere, ain't you doing the same thing? Banana says, when do I do that? And then CT laughs and says, are you serious? And then Banana says, yes. And then CT says, you do that all the time. so like, CT is calling Bananas out on his bullshit. And I believe if CT didn't call Bananas out on his bullshit, the pot would have got stirred even worse with Ashley, Amanda, and Carmilla, because everybody's watching CT and Bananas had this conversation like, oh my God, because a lot of people are scared of Bananas, because Bananas can get you kicked out the house, and Banana can campaign to get you kicked out as well, and he's very sneaky. So nobody wants to get on his bad side right now. So they're just listening. And plus they probably want more drama because they're drinking. And then you got CT, and CT's a monster. We know this. Even though he's not as built as he's been in previous seasons, but he's still a monster. He still got that heart. You know what I'm saying? He got that heart. So anyways, CT gets in his confessionals and he's like, these girls are just throwing cheap shots at each other right now. They're going back and forth. It's fun to watch. It's good to watch or whatever. It's good TV. He goes, wait a minute, we are on TV. I think CT is so cute. So, and I'm so happy he has a son, a girlfriend, he settled down, and he's so different. Like he's just chill. He's chillax. So, so after that little confrontation with CT and Bananas, it wasn't really a confrontation. CT was just like, he wasn't gonna sit there and let Bananas lie in front of his face like everybody else would. But because CT and Banana do got history, and Banana's not gonna go all the way there with CT, but he will with anybody else, and he won't go all the way there with Darrell. He knows who he can fuck with and who he can't fuck with, basically. And so Amanda's screaming, "Oh, you dirty old whore! You rotten pussy! You rotten whore!" And then Amanda says to Camilla, "Bitch, you're from Massachusetts. You have a speech impediment, you dumb bitch." So basically she's saying that she's not from some foreign country where English is her second language. It's just that she has a speech impediment and she can't talk. I can't hate on nobody's speech impediment because I feel like I have one every now and then. So anyways, that's over with. But it was just nice to see CT call Bananas out, and then Bananas be like, and Bananas play cool with it, you know what I'm saying? And then Amanda sticking up for her guns. She's like, she's not backing down. So, and plus the game is pretty much getting to be there pretty soon, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna soon be like, whoa, and it's already there, like whoa, but they leave a cliffhanger for us. So anyways, Amanda's still calling her a fucking bitch, and then Carmela starts dancing, shaking her butt. Goddamn, for a drunk girl, you can't dance. Usually when you're drunk, you really shake that thing. You bounce up and down, you know? So Carmela is shaking her butt, and the people that are on the other side of the pool going, ooh, ah. And then, Amanda just goes in the house. Ashley stays outside. Shane did try to comfort Amanda and try to say, they just teasing you, picking on you, don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. But Amanda's just like, she's done. But she ain't crying, and she's not saying I want to go home like Ashley did. So anyways, kudos to Amanda. Anyway, she could have handled it a lot better, because now she's going to be a target to be picked on, because they know they can easily get you upset. And I notice a lot of people like to do that with people that get upset easily or get offended easily or whatever. So anyways, Nicole was like, you know what? Fuck you guys. To like both of the girls. She was like, I'm going to have both of these girls. Nicole was like, I can have my cake and eat it too. I can have both of them. I'm not going to be left alone. And then, Camilla talks to Nicole. We got this bullshit with Nicole and Laura. It's like, everyone's all in their business. So anyways, Laura feels hurt. She feels betrayed. She doesn't know what to do. She feels like, Nicole is playing mind games, playing tricks on her, messing with her head, and she's not here for it. She doesn't want none of that. She was like, yo, if you're gonna like me, flirt with me, or try to get me emotional involved with you, then be real. Don't be all up on Carla Marie or whatever. So basically, it's this whole big thing, and Nicole was like, I'm gonna have both of them at the end because they both love me and I love myself. So Nicole's feeling very cocky at this moment that she got these two champions on her that want her. So, but I don't think Carla Marie's like on her like that. But like they were saying that Carla Marie likes the attention. She'll any attention she can get, basically, And Carla Marie is a really nice person, but she's not doing anything wrong. She's just having a good time. But Laura's taking it to the extreme level, as far as it almost seems like Laura's acting like they're having a relationship. It's like Laura can't handle Nicole flirting with her and Carla Marie because it's too much. And it probably is too much. It's like if you're dating somebody at work. Basically, they are at work, and you get to see all their behaviors, even though it's just flirting, but now you see it's more flirtatious, taking shots off her stomach, and she's paying more attention to Carla Marie. So Laura's like, forget it. Laura's trying to focus back on the game, which she should, because this is kind of throwing Laura off her game, because she's usually very focused on and determined to win and eliminate anybody that gets in her way, basically. So anyways, so there's a bunch of talks about Nicole and Laura, and then them letting Laura know that this is the first time that Laura's ever opened up and being emotional, and this is the first time she had a crush on a girl and admitted it, blah blah blah. But at this moment, Laura's like, fuck it, I don't want to be bothered no more. It's gonna be my revenge, dissing her and letting her know that she can't have me anymore. So, Laura goes and meet up with Nicole, tells Nicole, like, you know what, I'm done, ditto, no more flirting, no more nothing, stay over there with Colin Marie. I don't want it, because I invested emotional in you. And then Nicole's like, I didn't do anything, what are you talking about? I didn't do anything wrong. She was like, no, I know you didn't do anything wrong, but the game that you're playing, I don't want to be a part of that game anymore. So I am opting out of this game, and hopefully Laura gets back into the game, basically, because she's a phenomenal player. So anyways, now we get TJ comes through, and we got Fallout. So Fallout, basically, but first it's the elimination for the champs. So one of the champs are going home, and is far and few in between champs left. So basically the champs have, I think the champs have 25,000 and the underdogs have 15,000. So whoever wins this game, Fallout gets 15,000 basically, and whoever wins, it's gonna be guys against guys, girls against girls. Whoever wins, is the way that you win is which team has the most time. So it's a time-based game. Whoever has the most time holding onto this rope, because basically it's like a lift, a flat lift all the way up in the sky, above water, and basically it almost looked like a hockey table game or whatever, but it's flat like that. There's two ropes, one on your right, one on your left side, in the middle. Each player has to run and try to grab the rope and hold on to it as this flat thing scales over like that, turns all the way over, and who's ever holding the rope the longest and stays out the water wins the games. So win the game, so it's going to be the guys against guys, girls against girls, whoever hold on the longest, and basically this is an elimination for the champs. So anyways, we get to the girls go first. So basically all the girls run, they put the champs and the underdogs on one side, the bell rings, they run and get down and try to hold on to the rope as tight as they can and as long as they can or whatever. But all the girls fucking fall off. So all the girls hit the water except for Carla Marie and Carmilla. Basically, they're both holding on for dear life, and basically Carmilla wraps the rope around her neck because it's attached to the board, and then it's like, hey, take the rope off your neck. Shane's like, take the rope off your neck before this, I know you want to win, but it's not worth your life. And so you hear TJ say, unwrap your neck. So basically you got to hold on as the board goes up and down, and it's slippery as well. They put some slippery shit on the board, on the flat board too as well. So Carmilla wraps her whole body around her whole body with the rope. Basically, she wraps her whole body up in the rope, and basically, Carla Marie is holding on to the rope, and she's using her upper body strength or whatever. But and then Carla Marie says that Carmilla can't even do a push-up or whatever. She has no upper body strength, but Carmilla uses her brain, basically that's what she says, and she wraps the rope around her whole body because it didn't say that you couldn't or you could not. So basically, as the board is going up and down, Carla Marie slides off because she can't hold on any longer, but Carmilla stays on longer because she wraps the rope around herself and she just holds on for dear life, and basically she's in a comfortable position. And so Carla Marie, when she falls, she was like, oh, this is fucked up. This is messed up. I felt like, no, she cheated in a way, because she was like, look, I'm thinking that you're supposed to use your strength and play the game correctly, and this one is wrapping the whole rope around her body, so she and it's impossible for her to kind of like slip off, and she's able to hold on the longest. She was like, I feel like she feels like she's cheated, that she's less of a player, she shouldn't be here, and she's really upset. And then Carmilla is like, oh, I use my brain, I use my head. It was like, you're the stupid one. I wrap my whole body up. And she was like, yo, and so they're talking. So Carla Marie and Carla are talking, and then she was like, I didn't cheat, you know what I mean? If I cheated, they'll call me on it, and I won't cry. I'll take it. I won't be butthurt. But don't even play yourself, because you was butthurt last season when you got disqualified, when you took somebody else's bag or whatever. You cried then, but now you're not gonna cry. So Carmilla's talking all types of junk. She's all saying that, oh, the boys are not good enough, they're disappointing, just because she wrapped herself from, she got lucky, pure luck. But anyways, she did what she's supposed to do, and she won. It's every man's for itself, really, because at the end there only could be one winner. So then we get the guys on. So now it's the champs versus the underdogs. All the guys get on. All the guys falls off because of Shane. He has a genius idea. His goal is not to grab the rope. His goal is to knock CT, Bananas, Darrell, and anybody on the champion team off the rope. And he's hoping that Corey holds onto the rope, and so he knocks all of them off the rope. So the guys didn't even stay on longer than the girls. So all the champs falls off basically, and then you have Nelson and you have Corey that are the two players left, and they're holding out with one hand, waving or whatever, because they have an immaculate, logical team player with strategy is Shane, and Shane's wonderful. Can't hate on Shane. If anything, he stands out so much this season that is unbelievable. So anyways, Nelson slides down, Corey takes a win. So it's $25,000 in the champs bank account, $25 and the underdogs account. And basically, the winner for the guys, as it comes down to like nanoseconds, they had to slow play it because Shane took all the guys down. So Banana hit the water first, and then Darrell hit the water next. But CT hits the water last because Shane is holding on to his neck. So it took a longer time for CT feet to get into water. So CT is saved by his foot. His foot saves him. So CT is the champion of this challenge. He wins. He's safe from elimination. Carmilla is safe from elimination. So basically now we're going to have Johnny Bananas face off with Darrell. OMG. And everyone's talking about they are the top dogs in the art. You have Johnny Bananas that have won 6 challenges, and you have Darrell that has won 4 challenges, and they're both tough. They both have all the endurance, strength, power, knowledge, and everything to win, and they're both determined to win. So basically it boils down to who the hell is gonna win, and this is why it's a cliffhanger. Then you have the 2 best girls going against each other, which is Carla Marie and Laura. Friends. They wasn't friends before, but now they're friends now, and it's like a rematch because the last time they was in an elimination together, Laura won. So this is Carla Marie's time to see if she can beat Laura, basically. But Laura has so much respect for Carla Marie. She tells Carla Marie that she has grown so much. She likes her as a person. She's sorry for everything that she did. And she was like, you're just awesome. Carla Marie is awesome. She won like 12 eliminations or 13 so far. So it's getting good. And so now you have Darrell, you have Bananas, and you have CT, and then you have Bananas that says, I couldn't pick a better crew to go up against. And then CT says, you couldn't pick a better crew to stir the pot with. Then Johnny Bananas says, okay, stir the pot with, go against challenges, whatever. I just couldn't pick a better team. So CT is making sure he calls out Johnny Bananas, and Johnny Bananas owns up to it, basically. The CT ain't no punk bitch, and he ain't stupid, and he's been in this game for a long time, and he knows Johnny. So anyways, so basically, now they're gonna get to now it's time for elimination round, and it's just like it's Darrell against Johnny Bananas. OMG. And they are gonna be playing drop ball. And so basically all the elimination challenges that have the champs in it, they're going to go back to all the old school legendary eliminations and bring them back for the champs to do, basically. So this champ is called Fallout. This elimination is called Fallout Ball. Drop ball. Drop ball, basically, if you drop the ball or if you go out of bounds with the ball, a bell rings, and then the next your opponent gets a chance to go back, is to go back and try to get the ball inside of like a barrel. Looks like a barrel. And basically there's 3 rounds, and so far Darrell has 1 ball in. But as the episode was ending, Johnny Bananas looked like he got the ball in, because Darrell slapped the ball a little bit and the ball was going over. So I don't know if Johnny Banana got it in or not. I don't know who's gonna win, but I want Darrell to win because he's doing it for his kids. I like Johnny Bananas to win because he's doing it for a girl with cancer. And then plus, who's gonna be stirring the pot once Johnny Bananas gone? But Darrell, at least Darrell will have 5 wins. Oh no, not 5 wins yet, but I want him to win. He's so nice. He's such a nice, wonderful guy. And then you see him with his kids in the gym and they're working out. He's teaching them athletics. He's teaching them strength and endurance. It's like, oh my God. So, and on top of this, both of these guys are beasts. Darrell doesn't start any trouble. He doesn't bother anybody. He's respectful to everybody. It's just like, oh. And then you got Johnny Bananas that stir the pot, start drama, get people going, and make the show a lot entertaining. But then Darrell is just like a legend, just as well as Bananas is a legend, and the challenges, because I love the challenge, all the challenges. So anyways, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, it would be greatly appreciated. Hashtag Missing DC Girls. Peace, one love. I'm out. The challenge is back, bitch.